Hello, hello! And welcome back as the team blazes through another mission like it's 20 after 4 on the 20th of April. In Perfidious, Pete plays XCOM, War of the Chosen. And if you're gonna blaze, like, that's the perfect time to do it, right? 420 on 420, isn't that the pot singularity? When the stars align and every bong is surrounded in the golden corona of lightly baked stoner goodness? Isn't that moment, the mystical, magical time? Could there be a moment that's more perfect for it? Well, I have two issues with that. I mean, one, it could be like 420 on 420 in the year 420. That would definitely be a little more triple juiced in. Oh, right. Yeah. Okay. I remember Bradford. Sorry, it's been a couple days since I played. I forgot about Operation God Song here.
Serious repercussions for the resistance movement.
Any who would aid in your defiance of the elders will suffer the same fate.
Would you mind here? I'm trying to talk about the whole 420 meta. Mostly my main problem with the whole 420 thing, though, is, 420 on 420 actually occurs twice, though. There's a 420 AM, too. I don't see a lot of folks getting up super early on April 20th for a little quick wake and bake. And think about this. What if you're in the military where they use a 24-hour clock? Like, if you want to blaze on some 420 in military time, you actually have to get up at 20 after 4 in the morning, because in military time, 420 in the afternoon, 420 p.m., that's just 1620. And 1620, that's nothing special.
Setting course for South Africa.
You guys think people in the military don't have it rough? Yeah, they can't even do a little afternoon bake in there at 420. It'd be like, well, it's 1620. I got to get up before Reveille if I want to get stoned. Think about it. So, the team, we have a retaliation mission, and we should have a very, very good team ready to do this, and also weapon upgrades to go along with those. Miley, Destiny, Hope, Cyrus, yes, we're going to take you because you're a highest ranked trooper, and 2, we want to try and get you promoted. Rihanna, we're going to take you because you have a med kit, and that's pretty much the only reason. Who else do we want to take? Well, I think we got to hold Keanu Reeves in reserve on this one, because he's the other guy we have who has a med kit, right? Yep, so Keanu, you're going to stay back on this one. We could take Seth Rogen and Charlize Theron. Do we want to take all of our bonded pairs on the same mission? I don't know if I really like that idea, but we do have 6 available slots here, and we don't really have that many troopers. I think we got to save Kristen Stewart and Matthew McConaughey for another day. So you know what? Let's take Rogen and Theron. And that leaves us with some floaters here. I'm feeling like, Woody Harrelson did great on our ambush mission. Let's get the Woodster back in on this one. And then, I mean, who could say no to Snoop Doggy Dogg? He's the D-O-double-G. He's get it straight together. I love you, Snoop. I love you forever. If only because back in the day, the Chronic was the shit. You could always sit and listen to the Chronic. I'm talking about 420. I'm not super into stoner culture. Like, I prefer to just drink myself. But back in the day, man, the Chronic, it had nothing to do with the subject of the actual album. Be like, I'm not talking about the Chronic itself. I'm talking about the Chronic, the album, because it is, I still think to this day, probably the best rap album of all time. Like, if you had to pick one single rap album, sort of epitomized, like, the perfection of the lyrical hip-hop scene, I think Dr. Dre fucking knocked it out of the park with the Chronic. Dr. Dre, Snoop D-O-double-G. The Chronic is banging, man. It's dope. And Chronic is, yes, of course, the Chronic is dope, P. It's like a euphemism for marijuana. That's not what I'm talking about. Or is it? Maybe I did a little 420 wake and bake. You don't know what time I'm recording this. That could have been 10 minutes ago. Could be 10 minutes from now. You hear a big bong rip in the middle of the old episode there, you'll know I have company, because, like I said, I drink. Mostly I drink to, kill the voices in my head. Pod just doesn't do that as well as booze. So, what do we got? Who do we want to have Ghost Scout? Probably somebody who's got a little more expendable utility turn. I'm thinking Snoop, you'll be good for that. In the event, what are we doing here, by the way? We're neutralizing the alien strike force as an alternate objective, but our main objective is rescue civilians. So do we have... I wasn't paying attention to Bradford, so I don't know if we have... Answer is probably not. I was curious if we had the opportunity to go rescue resistance personnel and make them do all the heavy lifting like we did on our last retaliation mission, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the case on this one. We're actually going to have to do some work. I'm not super enthused about that. We could go for a rescue here straight off the bat, but that seems more than a little bit risky. Let's get in position and see if we can set ourselves up for a little better ambush. I'd really like these guys to patrol away from this man over here so that when I throw a claymore at it, it doesn't inadvertently murder one of the civilians. If I'm gonna murder a civilian, I'd like it to at least be, you know, intentional. Not saying I would never do it, because I have, and I have no qualms about doing it again. Just when I do it, I want it to be deliberate. My collateral damage is intentional. These guys are definitely not gonna move, though. Alright, sorry, Chittabum. You have, well, you know what? Honestly, I think that Muton may have done you a favor, because you're the worst name I've ever seen. So that's definitely not a faceless. Meaning one of these three guys is almost certainly a faceless. The closest civilian to you, I have actually never had the nearest civilian be a faceless. Not once. Snoop? You got the little remote start working here? What's our... Yeah, well, I mean, you do, but not on anything useful. How much damage does your claymore do? Yours only does 5. We need a big claymore to pop this off, because this is a pretty tough pod. Woody, you only got the 5 damage, too. Where's my big claymores? Who got the big one? Rihanna, you got a big claymore, right? Oh, Rihanna, she brings the big one. You have... Seriously, though, like, you have the big claymore, right? Yeah, okay. Beautiful. So I think we're going to bring Rihanna to here.
Volk says I am to obey.
Whip out the old claymore. Detonate these punk asses.
Deadly trap.
Now, the problem we have here is this is actually not going to generate a kill on either one of these guys. It's going to hurt both of them very badly, but no kills. Snoop, D-O-double-G, we're going to bring you over here and have you actually detonate that claymore. Except that you can't see it for some reason. Why is that? Charlize Theron cannot see that claymore. But Dave Woody Harrelson can see it from here. I mean, okay, sure, that makes perfect sense. You know what, Woody? Nuke it then. It's fine. Give it a rip. Rip it like that 420 bong you had this morning when you pulled the old wake and bake. These guys don't know where we are. Or rather, they should not know where we are. They should have no idea. The robot ran very far away. We have an opportunity here to make use of Miley Cyrus. You have Silent Killer, correct? Blood Trail, you have Silent Killer. So is this man gonna be dead? Yep, this kills him, and we have no chance to be revealed. Well, we have a 96% chance to not be revealed. As long as we don't miss, we didn't. I thought you had Silent Killer, though, Rihanna. Wait, Miley has Silent Killer. Why did she even have to roll? She should have had no chance of being revealed there. Like, literally none. I do want to kill that other robot before we go for any other civilians. Charlize, let's just move you up here.
I am trusting you.
We should not crack faceless as long as we're concealed unless we actually step on one. That should be the only way somebody gets revealed. Seth Rogen, you don't have Silent Killer. We could have somebody just go crack the robot, kill him. If that's a faceless, we're porked, though. I think it's worth the risk. If this is a faceless, Seth Rogen is going to get revealed. He did not. So we know that this is also not a faceless. And then we're going to have Seth go ahead and finish off Jimmy the Robot here. Hit Chappie in the back of the dome. Chappie just got wrecked. I'm sorry you had emotions, Chappie. Oh, and we stayed ambushed. Beautiful. Okay, so we go rescue this civilian. Because, again, we know this guy is cool. Like, this guy's like, hey, man, this is all good. You know I'm safe. You know I'm cool, bro. You know I'm cool. Where's our other cool bro? Like this guy's a cool bro. We know he's cool. Who else? You could potentially not be cool though. And this is our last move of the turn. No, let's not take our last move and risk running into potentially a bro who is not cool. That would be not cool, bro. Dwayne Roberts bought the farm. How come one of the guys on the map was named Dwayne Roberts, and the other guy's name is like Chibo Becky? I mean, I'm not judging or anything. I'm just like, I'm curious. Normally, people in similar regions will tend to have like regionally similar names. Is it faceless? So we have revealed the faceless, but we should not be revealed. Because why are we revealed though? Like that should not have revealed us. We were not in his detection. Why was Charlize Theron? She should not have been in his detection radius. At all. Alright, well, we've got a couple problems then. Specifically of like 4 problems. So we could sting this guy, which leaves us with no... You have Silent Killer, though, right, Miley? Silent Killer. Kills with the Vector Rifle do not increase the Reaper's chance to break out of shadow, but the chance to reveal still occurs. Did they change that? Because Silent Killer used to just be like, or am I confusing it with... I may be confusing it with Sting, I guess? I must be. Well, we got porked. What do? We could just run away. Charlize Theron still has a move, and we could have Seth Rogen give her a bonus action to, like, further run away. We're not going to be able to use our conceal ability. You know what? Let's do the double flee thing. We want to get the hell out of Dodge. So, Rogen, where you at, bro? Seth? There you go. Give your girl a little helping hand here. Teamwork her up. Maybe Faceless have, like, an enhanced detection radius, which is why he got a piece of Charlize. Wouldn't mind me and me a piece of that Charlize, if you know what I'm saying, Pete. So we know this guy is not a Faceless, but we also kind of don't really need to rescue him just yet.
I am at your service.
He would have already revealed himself if he was a Faceless. There's no real need to go on Overwatch there. Miley's got the big boom. We want Miley to be able to put her big boom in action for us. You know what, Miley Cyrus? Slip over here. What if that's another Faceless, Pete? Well, if that's another Faceless, we're in deep shit. The answer to that... You know what? Let's not get that close. Just in case. We could have D.O. Double G go check it out. He can survive the mean streets of Compton. I think he can handle this. Maybe we just bring Snoop right here.
My life is in your hands.
The issue I have, or rather the problem I have, is if we do go and get revealed, every time we've been, like, had somebody come up and reveal us, I think it's only really happened once to Matthew McConaughey, but if we're going to be revealed, the issue we're going to run into is we're then, as soon as we get revealed, we're going to get shot. Because the enemies will activate on our turn, and they'll do that bullshit thing where they'll be like, oh, there's a guy in the open. And so instead of moving or scampering, their action is just shoot. Like, this guy's gonna kill a civvy. How many civvies have we lost? That's like 3, right? We, sort of need to step up our game a little. You should not be able to see anyone. So you're gonna come running. Huddle up if you guys don't mind. Could you get that? Yeah, I mean, a little closer together than that, though. Like, pack it in a little tighter, if you wouldn't mind. Yeah, that was kind of a bullshit shot, because you got hit from 12,000 miles away by a guy that should really not have had even any chance to hit you whatsoever. Okay. Who's got the big, what can we remote start? Anything useful? Of course not. I mean, we could randomly kill civilians with our remote start ability, but that doesn't really seem that desirable. I can cloak, I can conceal here if I want to, but I kind of don't want to. Do we have somebody who has a claymore that can hit more than one of these men? If we can hit 2 of these guys with the same claymore, we should very much like to do it. We can. We need to kill these guys and remain hidden at the same time. Snoop, if you don't mind doing the honors on that one. Gonna light those boys up. Oh, no, sorry. Never mind. Miley Cyrus is just gonna go ahead and take that kill.
I need more ammo.
We can't really go this way too aggressively because we know there are guys up there. So we've rescued 2. We know this bro back here is like total safety. This guy, he's nobody's problem. He's everybody's friend.
I am at your service.
I'm a little worried about him getting picked off by this Faceless. So you know what, Charlize Theron? If you shadow, are you going to be...
My natural habitat.
Yeah, go ahead and conceal yourself and come rescue this guy.
Says I am to obey. You need to run.
That's 3. Dave Chappelle, you need to dodge this Faceless. When we kill the Faceless, we're going to want to take him down all at once. The Faceless needs to go in one big swing. Snoopish, you want to come over here, my bud?
You don't belong here.
Snoopish getting rescue-ish. Thanks, bud. Rogan, let's slip you over here. I'm pretty sure this guy is not a Faceless.
You don't belong here.
There we go. That means we only need to rescue one more civilian, and we're good. There are 5 more on the map, which buys us some time. I've been a little disappointed with the utility we've been getting out of the whole you don't reveal... Like, the turn timer doesn't start until you reveal yourself, because so far, every mission since we've gotten that ability, I think with the exception of one, has had a soft turn timer rather than like a hard start turn timer. So we haven't been able to capitalize on it at all.
I will reposition.
We need to find another civilian who is not a faceless.
I am to obey.
Possibly this guy. Let's have Rihanna scout. Pete, you're getting awful stretched out. Yeah, but our whole team is concealed, so we don't necessarily have to worry about it too much. Well, confirmed not a faceless. Confirmed not a faceless and also still alive. Well, never mind. Sorry, Aaron. Aaron Roberts, do you think she's a sibling to Eric Roberts, Screen Cipher? He's like, where'd Charlize Theron go? Wasn't she over here a minute ago? I could have swore that was Charlize Theron. Come on, I wanted to get a picture with you, Charlize. Like, just like one, let me snap a selfie, girl. All right, Rihanna, you still good? A faceless. Perfect. Well, we can do to this guy what we did to the other guy. That was a blue move, and we do have, like, an escape route in that we could come over here. Actually, we could just have Rihanna run, because we know that guy's safe now. Miley, you're the one who gives her a bonus action, and we're gonna need it. Where is Miley? So Seth Rogen could come rescue this guy. We know this isn't a faceless, because we've already found them all. Confirm not a faceless.
Status confirmed. We've secured a civilian contact.
And I think, Rihanna, we're going to have you fall back like this direction because we want to pull this guy away from Seth Rogen so that he doesn't accidentally get stepped on and killed. Where's Miley Cyrus, though? Did Miley already go? No, I was going to say, if Miley's already gone, we're in deep shit. Give her that teamwork action. I don't suppose there's something explodable over here that we might maybe make this guy die in a fiery conflagration. Nope. All right, well, I mean, it was worth a shot. So, Rihanna, I think we're just going to have you fall straight back. That's not as far as I would have liked you to have gone. And we've still got a faceless over here, but like I feel no pressure to deal with it.
Covering ground.
If we're going to, like, pounce on a faceless, I'd really rather have it be this guy. Come up here and back up our girl. Miley, I think we're just going to have you reload. Snoop. Let's get Snoopage over here.
I am at your service.
And you go in Overwatch, Snoop, just in case that guy comes around the corner. We're going to try and grenade this man, and then while Rihanna is revealed, I think we'll just have her try and kill him, too. These guys are just executing civilians. Congratulations, confirmed not Hitler. We already rescued the requisite number of civilians, John. This guy's just confused and sad. And yet somehow managed to step right on us, even though he should not have known where we were. So, we want to bomb this man and then have Rihanna kill him. Charlize Theron, you came, like, super close to destruction, girl. We also kind of need to get the hell out of Dodge a little bit. So, Woods, let's get you up here, Woody. We might be able to remote start that truck that we're hiding behind. Can we do that? Hold on a second. Yeah, Rihanna, like, just let's see what's remote startable here. What about this truck over here? This is not remote startable? Nope. We have 3 potential targets for remote start, and then none of them are the what contain very obviously like explosive fluids on the back of that truck. Okay. So we're gonna do this.
Soon our prey will fall.
Harrelson sets it up. We need somebody to knock it down. Who's that somebody gonna be?
Moving out.
We could continue to feed kills to Miley Cyrus, but I'd really like to spread the love a little bit. Snoopage.
I am on the move.
The Red Baron is on the move, Snoop. I need you to bring him down. That guy has 5 health. We need to kill him without being revealed. Seth Rogen doesn't even have a shot. We could use another Claymore. We could also just risk it and go for the concealment with Seth Rogen. Seth is 80% likely to reveal himself. Do we have someone with a little better chance? Or, you know what? Rihanna is actually already revealed. We should just do it with Rihanna. There's no chance Rihanna reveals herself because the jig is up. She's already revealed. Let's just have her go for the kill. She did not get it, though. Well, that's unfortunate, but we do have Miley, Destiny, Hope, Cyrus over here who can sting this man. We could have also gone for the silent killer and chanced it with the no % increase thing, but I'd really rather go for the slam dunk guarantee. Now, these guys are going to be running towards Rihanna because she is revealed, so we're going to try and position ourselves in such a fashion that we don't get stepped on when they start making a beeline for Rihanna. It'll be like the red carpets at the Grammys. Everybody's making a beeline for Rihanna because, I mean, like, it's fucking Rihanna, man. You can interview her. She's probably going to win like 6 of these. I don't want to be the Kathy Griffin who didn't get a Rihanna interview. And now we just gotta figure out a way to get this guy taken down. Call me crazy, but I think the way we're gonna get this guy taken down is gonna be very similar to the way we took down, like, all of his friends. And now we're gonna have people throw claymore mines at him and then shoot them and then blow him up.
I will reposition.
Charlize? I'm a little salty that Charlize got blown up, though. So let's just do this. This is gonna destroy Rihanna's cover, but we're not, like, we don't really care. Woody Harrelson, let's have you go ahead and detonate it. There we go. And then we're gonna see if Rihanna can do this turn what she failed to do last turn, which is come over here and shoot this man in the heart. And if not, we may have to have Miley Cyrus try and take him out with a silent... Never mind, she got him this time. Rihanna learned her lesson. She's like, you know what? I gotta shoot for the heart next time. Beautiful. Miley, go see if you can catch that other pot of guys, maybe near something that is explodable. That'd be beautiful. There is also a stun lancer running around somewhere. We haven't seen that guy in a while. What's he up to? Snoopage? Just Overwatch. Seth Rogen, you know, spread out a little bit. In case that stun lancer starts running towards Rihanna. These guys are... Alright, well, you're dead then. They're moving around the map, executing the few remaining people, but we... Hey, you know what? We're good. We got our 6. Perfidious Pete got his. So there's that stun lancer. Alright, Miley? Miley can see him. I don't suppose... Alright, well, it was worth a shot. Let's have Miley at least just go keep an eye on him.
As you order, Commander.
We really need to get somebody up there with a claymore. Snoop? We're going to be chasing for the rest of the map, so let's just hurry. Seth, you got a claymore on you. Let's get you up here.
I can get there.
Rihanna, cloak back up.
I strike from the darkness. I'll be there soon.
Snoopage? No, Charlize, they're on. Pete, how could you... You know what we forgot to do between episodes? We forgot to adjust nicknames. That's why I'm confused. Everybody still has the same nickname. We were supposed to fix that. So not everybody was either Final or Raven, or the Final Raven, as I like to call them.
I'm reloading.
The Final Raven sounds like a... Sounds like an event that happens in, like, skeet shooting. We're throwing the Final Raven. Make sure you get this one. Oh, don't step on us, though, Stun Lancer. He didn't, but only just barely. So everything needs to die this turn. We have a pretty good chance of making a reasonable start on that if we start things off with old Snoop D-O-double-G. Who else has a claymore? Seth Rogen has a claymore, too. I wonder if we can get a claymore to set off a claymore.
I am trusting you.
What are the odds of that? So let's try this. We're going to put a claymore in this tile.
A delicate placement.
And then we're also going to put a claymore, not in the same tile, but in an adjacent tile. So like if we have another claymore that we throw here,
The trap is set.
can we make one pop the other one? It would have been nice if the overlap of that Venn diagram had been the guy with more health, but can't always get what you want. Try sometimes, though, you might find get what you need. Snoop, go ahead and set that off. Let's see if we can chain these together. Totally can. So 1 kill, promotion earned. Snoop is now a rap god. He got promoted from, you know, like rap demigod to straight up rap god. So Miley, you still have silent killer. Which is why we should wait a turn. You still have silent killer. We don't want anybody. Nobody is unstealthed here. We're still perfectly cloaked up. Lurking in the shadows. Hiding in the seams between reality.
As you order, Commander.
Captains of the Minus Realm. We
Be
can...
position.
You Overwatch.
I won't let them pass.
Reload. Because we want to try and kill all of these guys in like one fell swoop. We want them all to die in one swift strike. Just be like, we do the countdown thing. We're like, 1, 2, 3, everyone go. And then just bam, bam, bam. Triple sniper action all to the brainstem at the same time. And it's beautiful. These guys are confused as shit, dude. They don't know whether to shit or go blind because they have no idea where these bullets are coming. Well, we're fucked.
Now we fight.
So you're gonna get shot. Or, see, this is what I hate. Every time we do get revealed, we get insta-stabbed. And the fact that we're on Overwatch, we should have gotten to shoot at that man. Miley Cyrus, I want you to kill this man. Shoot his heart out. Well, you didn't get the heart, but you did do 5 damage. Somebody else is going to have to be able to get that guy. And we're also going to still need to be able to get these 2 chump stains at the end of it. All right, Rihanna, let's get you up here.
My life is in your hands.
Pick off the Viper, because as far as targets go, he is still the most dangerous. Done. We're revealed, but that's not really a problem. Again, this is the moment where we're done. Like, we've sprung our ambush. Now's the time. Snoop, can anybody get a flank shot on that man? Nobody can get a flank shot on this guy. Actually, Seth Rogen can get a double. Seth Rogen can get the flanker. All right, so Charlize, you come up here and shoot this man in the ear hole. Right in the ear.
No compromise.
I mean, I fucked it up, kind of. You got me right in the ear. All right, and then Seth Rogen. Oh, shit. Seth, did you fuck up? Seth Rogen fucked up his path. Like, the one place he could have gotten a flank shot, he now can no longer get a flank shot from. That's infuriating. Well, we may be taking some ghetto shots here, trying to keep Miley from getting a hit. How was it a flank shot here, but not here? 78% chance. I'm still pretty confident in Seth's abilities. There we go. Dropped him. And hey, loot.
Menace 1-5, status confirmed. We're not picking up any additional contacts.
The rare non-explosive root drop and a promotion for Seth Rogen, who was also revealed. All things considered, Operation Godsong. I told you guys we were gonna blaze through it, man. This playthrough's starting. I'm starting to get a feel for how the Reapers gel together. It took a little while for me to like work out the meta, but now that I've got it down, it seems super strong. At least it seems super strong in the early game. What are we gonna do when we have enemies that have so much health that claymores are basically not a threat to them, but an annoyance? Yeah, well, that's gonna be a different road to hoe, which is one of the reasons why I'm looking forward to progressing this campaign. The dynamic on this is so different than every other XCOM. I mean, the usual dynamic is have a ranger run up to whatever is threatening you and put a shotgun in its mouth and yank the trigger until it stops twitching. But we can't do that with this one because our guys are sneaky, but they're low damage. So distraction is interesting. Needle is also pretty good, but I really feel like Silent Killer is sort of a must-have. Let's go ahead and take that. We do have 5 AP left over for Rihanna. She's got target definition. We do need somebody with target definition. But, I mean, I really also like Blood Trail, too. Blood Trail lets us really hit hard on guys that have been victims of our Claymore. Shrapnel is an absolute must-have. There's no question that we're taking Shrapnel. What ability did you get? Squad Sight. Squad Sight, Shrapnel. What we need is more ability points. Like, we could make these Reapers gods if we just had a few more ability points. Charlize Theron, she's going to pick up Shrapnel. If you're at the level where Shrapnel is on the menu, like, you're going to take Shrapnel, though. Everybody wants that. Everybody gets Shrapnel. When you start building these little IEDs at home and your garage in your spare time for fun and profit, you know what? Tape some nails to the outside. It's a simple upgrade. You know, Snoop Dogg Combat Genius here could be our... You know what, Snoop? You're our talent scout. He's our boy. Snoop gonna be scouting out them targets for us. Going out there, finding young bloods, getting them signed to Death Row Records, bringing them into the studio, and producing the next generation of hip-hop legends. 7 civilians rescued. We found an autoloader, which, honestly, we'll probably use. It's not good, but it's worth using.
Effort, Commander.
Thanks, Optimus Prime.
Expectations were high, and yet you have exceeded them.
Aw, well, my expectations for an all-Reaper run... I mean, also, I gotta admit, was pretty high. I figured this team was gonna be strong. It's not quite as strong as I expected it to be, but, I mean, I expected it to be ungodly, like, overwhelming and indefatigable. I don't want to retrain them. I want to deepen their bond. Oh, we can't do that because Charlize Theron is hurt? Yeah, okay. That's fine. Charlize will be back in... You know, we don't have an infirmary. I just realized. We really need to get working on that. An infirmary is pretty much vital to any healthy campaign. I hate myself. So we got our radio beacon for Avenger power, intel. What was the other thing we were scanning? Oh, we want to go pick up load traffic, though, because... Load traffic? There's a lot of dudes ejaculating in here, Pete. There's a lot of load traffic. You gotta wait for your particular spew to find its patent allies. Assorted loot is super useful for us because loot drops are going to be one of the few things we have not enough of throughout the whole campaign. Like, we're never going to have enough of those. 180 supplies. The next thing I want to build is I want to build a workshop next. So we can start having some of these engineers get staffed in places where they need to be staffed. Exposed power coil is always great. The facility or whatever we build here will not require power.
We'll need to add some shielding first to protect the crew.
Yeah, whatever. I'm going to throw Malin Ackerman down there and George Harrison, and between the two of them, I reckon they can probably figure out, you know, taping lead to the wall. Think tape would be a good way to secure lead, Pete? Probably not.
Have exceeded expectations.
Radio relays are done. Experimental weapons are inspired, and we still don't give a shit. Let's go into alien biotech, because that's going to take a whopping 2 days.
I'll have a report assembled as soon as the research is complete.
And there's 15 bonus ability points and a promotion for Cheech Marin. Tommy Chan got wounded, though.
Some wounded soldiers requiring treatment after that last covert action.
All right, well, I mean...
They'll be ready to get back into it.
So, what do we have on the menu, then? I don't want to recruit a Templar. We could hunt the Chosen Assassin Part 2. It increases our faction influence, gives us more orders. That would be good if we could do that before the end of the... What day is it? Can we do that before the end of the month? If we can do that before the end of the month, I might do it. It's the 28th. We're never going to finish it in time.
Commander, we should make use of the ring facility.
Bradford, I stopped to look at the calendar for a minute. Would you mind, John? I just need to see what day of the week it was. Let's get a promotion here on Cheech. Final Marin. We really got to redo these names, though. Desperately, we need to do that. Cheech still has 5 left over. Cheech is a combat savant. Cheech Marin, savant. Pete, didn't you see Cheech's performance on Jeopardy? Of course he was a savant.
Himself Van Dorn. Doesn't sound like the kind of recruit we're looking for.
You're right, because Van Dorn is not a Reaper, and we have, like, there's a thing working here, Bradford. We got, like, a whole theme going. If he's not a Reaper, he can't come out and play. Sorry. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer doesn't get to come join in our reindeer games. It's not how we're letting this work. Improve combat intelligence. This we actually can't do. We could rescue Mox. I can't even say it with a straight face. There actually isn't anything better for us to do than fabricate superior PCS. Which, I mean, a superior PCS, if nothing else, we could sell for cash. I don't necessarily love it. And it also takes one of our sergeants off the table. But you know what? Newly promoted Snoop Dogg can handle that. And then who do we want to give +1 health? I don't want to send Keanu on covert op because we may need Keanu on our next mission. Man, Miley is tired for 6 days. Could send Cheech, but Cheech just can't. He shouldn't go anywhere without Chong. That just feels wrong. No Cheech without Chong. It just feels wrong. Negate the risk of soldier wounded. Nah, we're okay with it. We'll run the risk. I mean, what are the odds that bites us in the ass twice in a row? He just bit us in the ass. What are the odds it happens twice? Basically 100%, Pete. We picked up an advanced stock. That is not very useful. Couldn't have been a repeater. We will go get this Avenger power. It helps. If we can get Avenger power enough times, we will only need to build 1 power facility. And also, the only other thing we can really do is scan for intel, which at the moment we're not really using and don't necessarily need. We do need to make contact with East Africa as quickly as possible, though, just so that when it comes guerrilla operation time, which is going to be soon, we maybe have the opportunity of choosing which region we go to and just getting stuck thwarting whatever mission the game decides we should thwart.
Ah, Commander, excellent timing.
We got lucky and it picked correctly last time, but we can't be certain that luck's going to hold.
Down several key components of the chip implanted into your skull.
Why the verbal quotation marks there, Bradford? If it's not a chip, what is it?
Passing a vast amount of data directly.
Because I just assumed it was some kind of alien computer chip. But the fact that you went, the chip we removed from your skull, that's the kind of, like, verbal enunciation you hear at... It's the kind of thing you would hear in an emergency room where somebody had to go have an object medically extracted from their rectum. And they wouldn't want to say what it was, but they would say something like, well, we extracted the object from your rectum, sir, and now everything is okay. But we would advise you in the future, you know, when engaging in whatever behavior caused the object to be lodged there, maybe choose something slightly smaller and perhaps with a handle, sir? It's the kind of vibe I'm getting on the whole chip thing.
Such an officer would be the only way to know for certain. A greater understanding of these implants would undoubtedly benefit us all, Commander.
So, Skulljack, an officer. Okay, the question is, I don't have the proving ground, so I can't do that. And 2, I don't know if I have anybody who can wield a Skulljack, although that is why we have Navarubin still on the roster. We also unlocked a whole bunch of autopsies, with Dr. Tigan is going to be unbelievably eager to... Yep, alright, well, let's just go ahead and do the sectoid.
I was never witness to one myself. Countless observers attest to the existence of a much smaller, less intimidating variant of the sectoid.
You know, you say that, Dr. Tigan, but I'm not sure if old-school sectoids weren't maybe more intimidating. Don't let their stature fool you. They're like every short girl you've ever met who's quick to remind you that dynamite comes in small packages. But the previous sectoids actually seemed a little more deadly than regular sectoids. I don't know as I've ever lost anybody to a sectoid in XCOM 2. I don't think they've ever scored a kill, but I definitely had people get killed by sectoids in Enemy Unknown. And Enemy Within, I mean, definitively, those guys, if nothing else, they could just flank and shoot you. Sectoids in this are so rarely inclined to shoot based on the way their AI is coded. They almost never score kills. The Buton Autopsy does give us opportunities to make our grenades better, but I don't think those grenade bonuses transfer down to... In fact, I'm almost positive they don't transfer down to Claymores. It is inspired, though, right? No. They want us to... Oh, this is like a mission. A mission? Pete, you reduplicated. I really wish reduplication was a linguistic structure that was more robust than English.
Appear to be similar, if not physically.
Reduplication is when you say the same word twice, I mean, obviously, but when you use it to emphasize the innate nature of something.
A more developed mental acuity,
Like if you're trying to describe a color to somebody and they're like, so what? What was that? You know, you saw that girl. Did you see that girl in the dress? Oh, what was the what? Which one? Which one? You'd be like, oh, the girl in the green dress. And they'd be like, the emerald green or the green green? And you'd be like, well, you know, the green green one. Or like the seafoam green or the green green? You'd be like, no, the green green. We only really do that in English. Like color is probably the most frequent place where that reduplication happens. A lot of other languages use reduplication for, they've got like more robust structures that have deeper meanings. This has been Perfidious Pete's Linguistics Corner today, reminding you about how reduplication works.
I take it this was easy.
I hope you're taking notes, because there'll be a quiz at the end of the episode.
Central, Commander. Yes, I find the process to be far less disconcerting when the subject has already expired. The result.
When you say disconcerting, don't you mean pleasurable, Dr. Tigan? I'm pretty sure you meant pleasurable.
My autopsy of the Advent captain has confirmed the existence of an implant, similar in design to the unit I extracted from the commander.
Yeah, and the little cable you hooked up to the back of his head to make his corpse twitch and flail around. We all know you didn't do that for any scientific purposes, but for a gratification purpose, Dr. Tigan. You wanted to know what it'd be like if he was still alive.
Or at least the
I mean, I've only ever boned dead aliens. What would it be like if they were still moving around a little? And then he hooked that thing up, and he's basically turned that corpse into a giant sex toy.
However,
It's like a real doll, except it moves, and is also made of meat.
the commander from their network has likely caused significant damage.
Network.
Yes.
Don't worry, Bradford, he wasn't talking about damage to your hair. Your hair is fine.
Implants are capable of receiving
Not a single
and
strand out of
transmitting
place.
information, a great deal of information, somehow encoded in a stream of psionic energy. My working theory: Advent uses this network to augment the tactical readiness of its troops, as well as disseminate orders from its central command. Observe.
That's not what you came down here to disseminate, though, Dr. Tigan. We know you came down here to disseminate something, or rather, inseminate, if you know what I'm saying. You want to come in that guy. That's what I'm saying. I don't need to couch it in euphemisms. Dr. Tigan wants to come in that corpse.
To their network to know for sure.
I'm guessing that won't be easy.
We'd need an active.
Are you guys going to do that thing where you give me a significant glance again?
Advent officer.
Like I said, not easy.
Don't do the thing where you guys give...
Still, it's the best lead we've got. Your call, Commander.
Okay, just go ahead and give me the significant glance, John. It's fine, I guess.
New objective added.
Yep, build a skulljack, build a proving ground. All those things are on the list.
Our current objectives based on the most recent findings.
The Advent
Oh, Stun Lancer autopsy is suddenly instant.
The Advent Stun Lancer was apparently outfitted with
How many Dr. Tigan cutscenes we gonna go through here?
Peacekeeping unit within the city.
Dr. Tigan is in, like, a fury of vivisection, though.
Administering non-lethal blows.
One thing you gotta give the guy, though? Short refractory period. Dr. Tigan... He could, you know, Dr. Tigan ever considered a career in adult film? I'm told the short refractory period is, like, a huge asset. If, well, I mean, when I say I'm taught, I mean if the amazing Mark Wahlberg vehicle ever taught me anything about Dirk Diggler there, the one asset he had was the incredibly short refractory period. In Boogie Nights, that was basically his claim to fame. Are you going to be like the next Dirk Diggler, Dr. Tigan? I mean, your name is Dick. Could be Dick Diggler instead of Dirk Diggler. Maybe Dick Diggler is just a little too on the nose, though. Psionics Advent Trooper autopsy. What I'd really like to kind of do is do a faceless autopsy. None of the rest of these really intrigue me at all. Turret breakdown doesn't really matter. We could decrypt the data pad, but that, you know what? Do the faceless autopsy.
I am at a loss for words to describe the difficulties we have had in attempting to handle this creature.
You shouldn't be at a loss for words, Dr. Tigan. This is like your fourth sexual interaction in like the last roughly 12 minutes. I think the word you're looking for is exhaustion, Dr. T. Your output, if you don't mind my euphemism, has been prodigious today. Maybe give the old body a little time for R&R, a little recuperation. Restore the juices, if you know what I mean. Dr. Tigan doesn't know what I mean.
Patching it through to your quarters now.
Alright, so Avatar progress by 1. They completed 1 dark event. We stopped a retaliation, defeated a guerrilla op, did 1 resistance op. We investigated 3 rumors, researched 8 technologies. That seems really fast. Completed 4 covert actions. Covert action ambushes, we completed that as well. Got 137 credits, which we need. Can summon savage allies. Yeah, but when you summon, what do you summon? Also, I'm glad you're reinvigorated, Ball of Derp, after your last outing, where despite the fact that normally you get to ambush somebody from stealth and kill them, you never even saw one of our troopers and we blew you up. Alright, so she's a saboteur now. She can try and crack down on the Avenger. She's going to try and reduce our income, which, whatever. We really want to stop Alien Cypher. We still don't care about lightning reflexes because it's never going to matter. The hidden event could be anything. I would, yes. Weak points is super good. So, Noble Cause. We recover will 20% faster. I'm not really interested in that, but we can take Infiltrate here. Move that over to the Reaper category, and then I think we're going to take weak points and just slot you in. Resistance supply drops are collected instantly. Is that better than recovering will 20% faster? I don't think so. I actually think the will recovery is probably the most useful one we've got. And it may, now that I think about it, actually be one of the most useful ones overall. Like in the whole campaign, that may be one of the best overall perks you could get. It's just the soldiers you like get to go on more missions. How is that not great? You know what? No, let's just keep scanning here. I really want to get this power. Those supplies aren't going anywhere.
Some of our people are a little worse for wear after that last covert.
Alright, Snoop Dogg took one in the face. Superior, oh good, it was agility. The least useful, well, I mean, except for potentially focus, but... Yeah, I don't want a Templar, though. I can't improve combat intelligence, stop popping me that mission. What else have we got? Form soldier bond. We could finally get Cheech and Chong hooked up. Promotion? Nope. Cover loot. Promotion, though. Anything with promotion. I'm tempted to recruit skirmishers, not because I want a skirmisher, but because I just want a promotion. Like, this is 6 days and a promotion for Miley Cyrus. That might be worth it. Is that our only promotion? That's our only promotion. Scavenging alien loot is not this useful. I mean, I hate to recruit a... We could recruit a skirmisher and convert him to a Reaper. What if we do that? We're gonna go recruit a skirmisher, and by recruit him we mean we're gonna swing him away from his faction and swing him over to ours. And also, I mean, mostly I just want the promotion. Miley Cyrus is tired for 1 day, so we're not. What's the next shortest? Like, what's the shortest thing we can do? 4 days to go rescue my. We're not gonna rescue him. I might rescue him just to get it off of the mission table. The problem is if we bring Mox into the barracks, we can't fire him, so then he's just going to sit around eating all our food all day. We could recruit Templars. That takes... So what do we have that's 4 days? We can't form a bond. Recovering loot is 6 days. Gathering intel gives us intel and only takes 4 days, and I really, really, really want that promotion. Somebody's going to get +5 willpower, which, yeah, I mean, okay. Snoop is wounded. Are Cheech and Chong... Hey, wait, Cheech and Chong are back together, right? Cheech is available. Chong is available. What we should do instead is form a freaking bond between Cheech and Chong. This bond was destined to happen. Cheech, get in there. Chong, get in there. Also, Chong, if you get friggin' promoted finally, it'd be nice as well. Confirm that, begin that. Well, it's Cheech and Chong's specialty. Those guys have been working the bong for like, what, 60 years now? No, not quite 60, but like 40 years and change? Probably closer to 50 years. Those guys have been working the scene for almost 50 years now, and to the best of my knowledge, they've never really been significantly incarcerated. I'd say they're pretty good at the covert token, if you know what I'm saying. Which, I don't know why I said that. Why? Of course you know what I'm saying. I mean, I was not obfuscating my speech at all. Those guys have not got caught doing something illegal for like 50 years now, despite the fact that they advertise they're very prone to engaging in an illicit activity. What am I going to do? I'm going to illicitly end this episode because I'm just babbling. If you enjoyed it, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Support really does mean a lot. If you'd like to see more of that Cheech and Chong getting sneaky with it, might consider subscribing as well. Post new episodes of XCOM every single day. Right now, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again soon.